The one thing that I do think is a misconception, though, that I definitely realized going through the process is there's a difference between kind of the overall number of people and then the actual probability of success. Because I think it's very easy just to look at the placements, but no one really ever knows the denominator. And there's just a lot less interest coming even at the top from the top three firms. So I actually found that the experience wasn't as much of a long shot. There was a lot more legwork that absolutely you had to do on your own because you're not surrounded by people who are also recruiting. You have to I think just try more to make sure you get the right prep materials, try more to make sure you're doing the right networking and doing the right reach outs. But from what I could see coming from MBB, I think the odds of success were a lot higher than I kind of initially anticipated. So that's kind of the first thing I would say is I think there might be a misconception in terms of, maybe some middle market bank you're still going to have better odds than if you're coming from Bain or McKinsey. And I think all else being equal, if you do the same legwork, you have actually a relatively comparable chance, because at the end of the day, right? Like, you just need to get interviews and you need to make sure that you have the opportunities. And I knew almost no candidates who had put in all the legwork and were unable to secure interviews. In fact, most of the time it's like banking, where even though the universe of firms that consider consultants is smaller, you still end up with way more interviews than you have time for during the on-cycle process. So I found actually that when everything kind of came push to shove, everyone kind of had the same experience in on-cycle, where it was just chaotic for everybody, and everyone only had maybe time for three, maybe four interviews. And you just kind of had to play the game as best as you could and pick the firms that you thought you had the best chance at succeeding at.